Hello everyone, welcome back to Gent Watches, and today we are going to be continuing with our Ashi. We are in the second core, baby. The first core was great, and I was watching most of the first core not knowing that there were two cores, and now I get to just enjoy these sweet last, 12 episodes or however. I think it's 12 episodes. I can just enjoy another 12 weeks at least of our Ashi. I'm so happy. That is just such good news. So last week we had the episode was Eagle Eye, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. They learned more about the like how the triangle is like the strength of soccer, and he sort of got better at communicating with Asari and Kurita. And I remember the episode ended with him looking up at the TV and watching that really good guy on TV. And what's her name? I forgot her name, but the black-haired girl came up to him and was like, "We can do some training right now, like some visualization training." Right here and now. So I'm guessing we're gonna pick up basically right where we left off, and he's going to do training. I think it's like he has to, as the game's going on, like think about what he would do in any given circumstance, so that he can see if what he would do lines up with what this player is doing. And if it doesn't line up, I'm assuming he's gonna have to see if it was the right choice or not. And if the other player made the right choice, why did he do it? Why did he make that decision? But if he made the right choice, why did the other player make the mistake? That's what I'm guessing is going to happen. So let's just get into it. I'm excited to see it. Let's just relax and watch some Ao Ashi episode 13. Well, that's one step. Aww. Oh, I forgot new OP. Ooh, look at that's pretty nice looking. Ooh, this is a different vibe, definitely. Whoa, the arguments. Oh. And some Hana focus. Oh. I'm into this. The animation's pretty solid in this OP. That's great. That's a great OP. Wow. That's such a different vibe, and I love it. Whoa. Whoa. The fearlessness. Yeah, that's scary. I tried passes like that in basketball, and it's scary, but it's so satisfying when it goes through. Oh, this is like a protagonist on his own story. Ooh. 4 viable options. That's insane. I can generally think of 2 options while playing sports. 4? No way. Wow, what a pass. Insane. Very cool character. This is interesting how they're setting up this guy. I wonder what Kuribayashi's role is gonna be in the show. Ooh. Huh? What's that reaction? Huh. Man, he's so cool. I am into this. To this setup of this character. So cool. As an equal? Feels like that's gonna be tough, even if you're on his team. Huh? Whoa. Whoa. Was Hana jealous that he was talking to... Oh. So he doesn't know as much about soccer. She doesn't know as much about soccer as she does about the training and stuff behind soccer. No. You can be up there, up right next to him. That would be great. Please. Please, just do that. Have you learned that much? I did see them fighting a lot in the OP though, so I don't think it's gonna be super smooth sailing. Better do well to impress him. I doubt it, but it'd be awesome if he did. Wow, I can't believe we're already in a game. Whoa, nice. Good move. Nice. Good moves, guys. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Oh. He's going for those insane things that Kurobayashi can do. But I don't know if that's your strength necessarily. Yeah, it's too thin. Too hard. Hey, you might have the strategy, the idea in your head, but you haven't practiced it really. Henry. I love it. Man, he's cool. Man, he's cool. Surprised we're not hearing the coach talk to Aoi about specific strategy, you know? Oh, maybe here? Okay. Good coaching. Okay, I'm liking him as a coach more and more. Nice. Whoa! Are you kidding? That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, my heart. Good bloody coaching. Yeah, he's starting to add in more to his game. This is so exciting. Is he actually moving up to the A team just for like temporarily? Is he? However, maybe? Yeah, that's true. Huh? Damn. What? What? Really? That is an unexpected development. What? What? Oh.
活躍できたのはお前の後ろから状況を見ることによって
Oh my god, this is...
フォワードとしてお前が通用しない理由を言う
Okay.
まず最初の10メートルのダッシュ力がないこれ
Ah.
致命的それを押し上げる能力がない
Wow.
ユースに早く入らなかったとかお前が生まれた瞬間にフ
Oh
ォワードでないことはもう決定していたんだよ
my god. Oh.
嫌ならやめろ
Oh my god. This show is so good. ED time. I didn't mind last time's ED, so let's see what I think about this one. Aww. Ah. Is this a Hana focused ED? Oh my god, is this a Hana focused ED? It is. It's a Hana focused one. Awesome. What a fantastic episode that was. I am so happy and so impressed with the direction this show continues to take. I was watching the end of this or the match in this episode, and when his plays started to come together and he sort of had that passing trouble and then was already fixing it by the time the game was over, I thought to myself, man, I love the progression in the show. It does feel like it's very quick, but also like they keep bringing up new problems and stuff. But are they able to, like, can they keep doing this forever, right? But then the episode ended with a show-changing, like an entire, like, world-shattering, you know, for a soccer anime, that's a world-shattering thing to be told. That is crazy. I never would have predicted that that Fukuda's plan was to make him a defender. I never would have predicted that. And that is such a crazy change because I don't know, one, where they're taking it, and two, where I want to take it. Because, okay. So here are my instant thoughts, okay? The first thing is, perhaps Fukuda is just completely telling the truth and is completely straight up with what he's saying, which is what seems to be the case. With what we've seen, it does actually kind of make sense. It all sort of falls into place a little bit. And the show could continue with Aoi learning his place as a defender and becoming an excellent defender. The thing is, now, what does that do for the show? Because that would mean the goal scoring part of the show wouldn't be either there or as present. And that feels like the thing, you know, the thing of the show is like the hype moments you would expect to be the moments he scored a goal. And if he's a defender, he's probably not going to be scoring very many goals, is he? So, like, what would the hype moments be then? I mean, awesome defensive plays and amazing passes are still super hype, don't get me wrong. And I would be incredibly hyped for some amazing defensive plays. But a show where he would be permanently a defender seems pretty crazy to me. Is that what they're going to do? I don't know. I am cool with... So from what I've seen of this show so far, I trust the writer. I trust whatever they want to do. They've got a vision for it, and they know how they want to make it cool. Because what I've seen so far of this show is very cool and understands how to tell this story and understands what is exciting in this story. So I have no doubt that whatever they do, they're going to do it right. I'm just super curious because the other thing that I was thinking is the possibility that what Fukuda's doing right now is lying to Aoi by saying, my plan was always to make you to make you excel as a defender because you have no potential as a forward. When the truth is, he does have potential as a forward, but the skills that he's lacking right now, he can develop the best as a defender. Stuff like passing and positioning and all that sort of stuff. And so he needs to get those fundamentals up. But the problem is, while he's a forward, he's going to want to focus his fundamentals or split his time between focusing on the fundamentals of being a forward and the fundamentals of doing all this basic stuff. So to bring him back to the fundamentals, he needs to convince him that you are going to be a defender for the rest of your life. If you want to excel at this, you have to become the defender, and you are staying there. So you better make up for lost time and focus all of your attention on being the best goddamn defender you can be. And then, once he's started to master that, then move him back to forward. Because then he will have the drive and the excitement of being able to be a forward again, and he will have all the fundamentals from when he was a defender. That's another potential theory of what Fukuda is doing. I like that theory in my mind. However, he was very convincing in this scene of like him saying like you will never be a forward, and the things he was saying, the reasoning that he was giving for like, well, your short-term sprint is terrible, and this is terrible, and that is terrible. Those reasonings seemed legit. So my theory, I don't think holds up as much as I thought it did initially, but it's still a potential. It's still out there. Regardless, as I said, I trust the writer. I trust them. Speaking of trusting, I also trust this damn studio, Production IG. Great job with this show so far, because look, the show looks pretty standard. Just generally, the animation and all that sort of stuff looks pretty standard, and I think looking standard is okay, because it looks pretty consistent, except for that one episode. That episode that I watched while I was mildly drunk. That one episode I thought looked, kind of iffy. But I will say, a lot of the soccer episodes, the proper soccer episodes, have some nice stuff to them. Not necessarily like incredible animation, but just like the movement and stuff, it looks like pretty realistic and satisfying. And it gets it across. So even if like we just hear the sound of a kick, and the camera like pans over and we just see where the ball is and stuff, that doesn't take much animation. It takes maybe 2 frames. But regardless, it gets the point across well, and it doesn't feel like a slideshow as much. But the reason I'm bringing all this up is because the OP, I've only seen it once, but it had some nice animation in it. Like some really nice, there was like one of them sliding along the ground and stuff. It reminded me of some of the Haikyuu openings, especially as they got later in the show and they started to flex a bit with the animation on like, season 3 and season, I think like late season 2, like the second OP in season 2. I can't remember exactly which ones it was, but it was some of the OPs have some like really cool animation. And the Kuroko's Basketball season 3 OP, I remember, has some smooth as hell animation. I don't remember if Kuroko's Basketball is Production IG, because I know Haikyuu is. But I mean, regardless, the point is, OP looked really smooth and had a good song. And the ED had a pretty good song, but it was all focused on Hana, so I already like it more than ED1, just because it was all focused on Hana, and I really like it. And Kurabayashi, I don't know what his role is going to be in the show. I'm guessing he's just like the mentor character that we have to build up to, and then he's going to be a main character eventually in the show, and maybe like a little bit of a rival. But awesome build up for him. This show is doing so many sports tropes right. I am so excited and happy and excited and happy. I'm also excited, but I am happy. So yeah, that wraps up this episode of our Ashi. What a great episode. Thank you very much for watching this this reaction. If you liked the video, if you liked the reaction, if you have suggestions for the channel, make sure to comment it all down below. Make sure to give the video a like, it really helps me out. And make sure to subscribe for a lot of different content. It helps you, it helps me, it's really great. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.